Hello, my name is Erika Osvath. I'm a teacher and teacher trainer for Oxford University Press, but I'm also a mother, and I've been thinking about how I support my children in these difficult times with the pandemic in their learning, and this is something I would like to share with you. I found that the first and most important skill for children to develop is self-control. This skill helps children to control their impulses, to deal with distractions, and focus on their learning. So, the four areas I would like to share with you are routine, practice and reward, uh, dealing with anger, and dealing with distractions. So, let's start with routine. Having a daily routine helps children feel safe. And those children who feel safe find it easier to practice self-control. So discuss with your child the daily schedule from wake-up time to bedtime. Include things such as study time, physical exercise time, lunch or dinner time, free play time, and tidy up time. As you're discussing what should happen when, make a draft schedule. Finally, get your child to copy it and create a poster with the daily schedule and get all the family members to sign it. Display this poster somewhere on the wall in a visible place, for example, on the fridge. And you can use this poster to refer to it when you notice that your child is getting impatient or does finds it difficult to focus on their learning. Also, you can use this daily schedule to discuss the goals for a day, for example, over breakfast. Ask your child what kind of lessons they're going to have that day, whether they have any homework to do, or discuss with them the kinds of tasks that need to be done around the house on that day. The next area I would like to talk about is practice and reward. An effective strategy I found to help children practice self-discipline is if then. For example, if I finish my homework, I can play with my Lego. Discuss with your child the benefits of completing a task or the benefits of completing all the tasks on a particular day. You can do this through a game too. Once you have identified the 4 or 5 tasks that need to be done that day, for each task, create a separate card. Write them each on a separate card or a separate piece of paper. Instead of writing, you can also draw a symbol for a task. For example, you can draw a pencil for a worksheet task or a laptop for an online lesson. Once the child has completed that particular task, they can come and collect this card from you as a reward. When they collected all the cards for the day, they can get a bigger reward, for example, playing a board game with the family in the evening or watching their favorite film or cartoon. Now, let's look at ways of helping the child to deal with anger. Anger is a basic emotion that can build up gradually, sometimes in cases where they really want to achieve something, but they cannot for some reason. For example, they want to watch telly instead of finishing their reading task for the school, and you remind them that they first need to finish it. And then in this case, they might get angry. Well, I've learned a great exercise from a website called Positive Psychology, and I would like to share it with you now. It is called the red light, and it helps children who find it difficult to deal with anger. This exercise gives a simple description of how anger starts to build up from being small to being big, and then it's harder to control. So invite your child to draw how they think it looks like when anger is still small and what it looks like when anger is big. Finally, ask your child to think of warning signs that indicate their anger is growing. These simple self-awareness activities help children understand when to pause and practice self-control before a situation gets out of hand. The last idea I'd like to share with you is a way to help children stay focused on their learning and to deal with distractions. I find that it is a good idea to have a bracelet or a sock they start to wear when they begin to study or participate in an online lesson. As soon as they stop studying or finish their lesson, they should remove the sock or the bracelet. Again, they should take it off also when they catch themselves daydreaming or chatting online with their friends. Of course, they might forget to put it on and take it off initially, and they will need to be reminded. However, over time, they will get used to it, and this helps them notice and deal with distractions. And finally, a couple of thoughts about helping children develop self-control. Exercising self-control does not mean hiding their frustration or impatience or hiding their anger. On the contrary, our aim is to encourage them to notice these feelings and to deal with them. In other words, to have control over them. Also, learning self-control is a process. It is not something that can happen from one day to another. It does require a great deal of patience, not only towards the child, but also towards ourselves. I hope these ideas have been helpful, and there are a lot more ideas on our Oxford Parent site. Please take a look and come back as more ideas get added. I wish you good luck. Thank you.